Hi guys, welcome. This is 10 Steps to the Sale. I want to ask you a question just to start out with. When you meet someone for the first time, what is the most important um, aspect of that and the only thing that you cannot get back? I'll give it some time to stew. If you answered a first impression, you're absolutely right. The first impression in sales is probably the most important one. It's part of it's kind of the bigger picture to the 10 steps to the sale. But especially in car sales, when someone walks through the door for the very first time, excuse me, um, greeting them with a smile, asking them how they're doing, um, you know, greeting them warmly sets the tone, sets the stage for the rest of the process. The first step in the 10 steps to the sale is the power grading. Depending on where you go, there might be some variations of this out there. But when I got into the car business almost 3 years ago, this was um, really focused upon. And, like I said, it set the stage. So with a power greeting, what you want to do is let the customer know that you're there for them. Yes, you're in sales. Yes, you're trying to sell them a car, but customer service is huge. And if you're not going to provide a warm, friendly greeting to them, tone of voice, attitude, then you're not going to get anywhere. So the first thing that you want to do when a customer walks through the door is you want to say hi. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Fox Volkswagen. Are you here for parts, service, or sales? Okay, and what that does is it lets them know that, hey, this guy's not just a typical salesman. What is he, a door greeter? What is he going to do? And so when you ask that question, it catches them off guard. And that's kind of the whole point of it. Is typically when people go to buy a car, it's hard sell. The guy is pushy. He's like, what do kind of what do you want attitude, rather than switching it around and letting them know that you're going to be their advocate. And it all starts again with that power grading. When you ask them, are you here for parts, service, or sales? Then if they're here for, they say, well, I'm here for service. I have an oil change scheduled. Okay, well, let me show you the service. And then you walk them back. If they're here for parts, again, okay, great. Let me show you where it's at. Walk them back, introduce them, and then kind of sets the stage that, hey, this maybe is not your atypical place to buy a car, and maybe I can, feel good about what I'm doing. And then if they say sales, you say, well, great. Who can I help you find? And then again, that again takes them back a step, and at that point they are, what do you mean? Who can I help you find? And if they say, well, I have an appointment with Greg, or whoever. Um, okay, well, great. Let me show you where he's at and introduce you. Or if they say, well, no one. This is my first time. Well, great. How can I help you? Are you? And then at that point it goes into step 2 and 3. But again, you can see how important that power greeting is, and having a positive attitude, talking to them, like you genuinely care, because it will show if you don't. And then, at that point, you're off of the right foot, and you can just let it flow from there. So, any questions on the power grid? Okay, well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and go into step 2. So, all right, thank you.